Let me tell you something that might surprise you. When you walk away from a woman who took you for granted, she doesn't realize what she lost right away. The truth is, there's a predictable psychological timeline, and most men give up or come back way too soon. By week 1, she barely notices. By week 3, she's curious. But here's the thing. By month 3, something very specific clicks in her mind, and that's when the regret hits. So today, I'm going to walk you through the exact timeline week by week so you understand when and why she finally realizes she took a good man for granted. Here's the truth from a woman's perspective. When you walk away from someone who took you for granted, the realization doesn't happen overnight. Most men either give up too early or come back too soon because they don't understand the psychological timeline that unfolds in a woman's mind. I'm going to walk you through exactly what happened stage by stage so you can understand when and why she finally realizes she lost a good man. We're talking about 5 distinct phases from week 1 all the way to month 3 and beyond. Each phase has specific behaviors, emotions, and thought patterns that you need to recognize. By the end of this, you'll know exactly when she starts noticing your absence, when the curiosity kicks in, when the comparisons begin, and most importantly, when the full realization hits and the regret sets in. This isn't guesswork. This is how the female psychology actually works, when we lose someone we didn't appreciate while we had them. So, let's break this down. Starting with what happens in the very first week when you disappear from her life. Stage 1. Stage 1. Week 1. The silence phase is week 1, the silence phase. And here's what might surprise you. She barely notices you're gone. This is the hardest truth to accept, but you need to understand the psychology behind it. When a woman takes you for granted, it means she's gotten stage 1. Relief. She thinks she's free, comfortable with your presence. She's used to your attention, your texts, your availability. And here's the thing about human psychology. We don't miss what we're used to having until it's been gone for a while. The first week is just business as usual in her mind. So, what does this look like? She's posting on social media like nothing changed. She's going out with friends, talking to other guys, maybe even seeming happier than usual. And if you're watching this unfold, it can feel brutal. It can feel like confirmation that she never cared. But that's not what's actually happening. What's really going on is that her subconscious brain hasn't registered this as a permanent absence yet to her nervous system. You're just busy. You're just not texting today. She hasn't processed that you're actually gone because the pattern hasn't been broken long enough for her brain to notice. And this is exactly why your move during week 1 is critical. Complete silence. I'm talking total radio silence. No texts, no likes on her posts, no viewing her Instagram stories. You need to ghost entirely, and I know how hard that is, but here's what most men mess up. They check in as friends. They send the just wanted to see how you're doing text. They like a photo to let her know they're still watching. That destroys everything. The moment you break silence in week 1, you reset the clock. You confirm to her subconscious that you're still available, still orbiting, still there whenever she needs validation. And if that happens, she'll never feel your absence because, well, you're not actually absent. Think about it like this. Absence only creates pressure when it's real absence. If you're still digitally present, watching her stories, liking her posts, sending friendly texts, you're not absent. You're just reorganized in her mind as still there, just not romantic anymore. And that categorization is exactly where men get trapped for years. So here's your timeline marker for week 1. By day 7, if you've maintained complete stage 2, weeks 2 and 3, the curiosity stage, silence, something shifts. Her subconscious brain starts asking a question it wasn't asking before. Where is he? It's not conscious yet. She's not actively thinking about you, but the absence has registered on a deeper level. The pattern has been disrupted, and that's when the next phase begins. Stage 2 is weeks 2 and 3, the curiosity stage, and here's where things start to shift. By the end of week 1, her subconscious asked, Stage 2, doubt creeps in. Where is he? Now, in weeks 2 and 3, that question starts surfacing into her conscious awareness. She notices your absence in a way she didn't before. No texts, no likes on her posts, no presence anywhere. And for a woman who took you for granted, this creates a specific psychological response: curiosity. So, what does this look like in her behavior? It's subtle, but it's there. She starts checking your social media more frequently. If you post something, she views it. She might check your last active status on messaging apps. She asks mutual friends about you casually. Of course. Oh, how's he doing? Haven't heard from him in a while. It's all framed as innocent curiosity, but there's something deeper happening. Here's the psychology. When a source of validation suddenly disappears, it creates what's called a validation withdrawal. Her brain was used to getting attention from you, text, compliments, availability. Now that supply is cut off and her nervous system registers it as a loss. Not a painful loss yet, but a noticeable one. Like when your favorite coffee shop is unexpectedly closed. You weren't thinking about coffee until you couldn't. Get it? Now here's what she tells herself during this phase. I'm just curious. I don't care. I'm just wondering what he's up to. This is her ego protection mechanism. She can't admit, not even to herself, that your absence bothers her. That would require acknowledging that she needs your attention, and women who take men for granted don't see themselves that way. So, the curiosity gets rationalized as casual, meaningless. But here's the pride battle happening under the surface. She wants to know where you are and what you're doing. But she refuses stage 3, months 1 and 2, the comparison stage, to reach out directly. Her ego won't allow it. So instead, she tests. She might post things specifically designed to get your attention, a photo where she looks particularly good, a story about something you two used to do together, a cryptic message that could be about you. These are indirect reach-outs, checking to see if you're still watching, still interested. And here's her internal dialogue during weeks 2 and 3. Did I mess up? No, he's probably just busy. But why hasn't he reached out at all? Maybe I was too harsh. No, I was fine. He's the one who walked away. But still, where is he? It's not full-blown regret yet. It's the first seeds of doubt. Your position during this phase is the same as week 1. Complete silence. No responses to the tests. No engagement with the posts. You're not playing the game. And here's your timeline marker. By week 3, she's thinking about you daily. Not obsessively, but regularly. The curiosity has built into genuine interest in your absence. Stage 3 is months 1 and 2. The comparison stage 3, curiosity about you stage. And here's where the psychology gets really interesting. By now, she's probably dating or at least talking to other men. Maybe she's going on dates. Maybe she's entertaining options she wouldn't have looked at before. But here's what's happening in her mind during every single one of those interactions. She's comparing them to you. Not consciously at first, but her brain is running a constant cost-benefit analysis. He's funny, but he doesn't get my humor like he did. This guy texts me all the time, but it feels desperate compared to how he moved. This one's confident, but it's aggressive, not calm like his energy was. And here's the psychology. When you lose something, your brain automatically evaluates the replacement against the original. It's called comparison bias, and it's impossible to avoid. Every new guy becomes a measuring stick held up against what you gave her. And most of them don't measure up because, and this is key, she took you for granted, which means she never fully appreciated your specific qualities while she had them. Now they're suddenly visible in their absence. So, what does this look like in her behavior? She's going deep into your social media, not just checking if you posted. She's scrolling back through old photos, looking at pictures of you two together. She's reading old text messages, particularly the ones where you were sweet or supportive or said something that made her laugh. This is nostalgia mining. Her brain is actively searching for evidence of what she lost. And here's what she starts remembering. The good times, not the arguments, not the reason she pulled away. Her brain is doing selective memory reconstruction, highlighting the positives and downplaying the negatives. She remembers how you made her feel safe, how you listened when she talked, how you had inside jokes nobody else understood, the specific ways you showed up that these new guys aren't replicating. Her emotional state during this phase is frustration mixed with nostalgia. Frustration because the dating pool isn't as great as she thought it would be. Nostalgia because memories of you keep surfacing when she's with other people. And underneath both a growing sense that maybe she made a mistake. Not regret yet, but the foundation of regret. Stage 4, months 2 to 3. The full realization is being laid brick by brick with every disappointing interaction that isn't you. But here's the thing, she still won't admit it. Not out loud, not to her friends. Sometimes, not even to herself fully. Because admitting she misses you means admitting she was wrong to take you for granted. So instead, she uses mutual friend tactics. She engineers casual ways to know about your life. Oh, I ran into Sarah. She mentioned you're doing well. She's gathering intelligence without appearing interested. Your timeline marker for months 1 and 2. By the end of month 2, she's internally admitted she misses you. She won't reach out yet. Her pride is still intact, but the comparison phase has done its work. You're now the standard, and everyone else is falling short. Stage 4 is months 2 to 3, the full realization stage. And this is where the breakthrough happens. By the end of month 2, the comparisons have piled up. The disappointments have accumulated, and at some point between month 2 and month 3, there's a breaking point. It's usually triggered by something small. A new guy saying stage 4, realization and regret, something that reminds her of you, or a friend mentioning your name, or just a moment of stillness where all the mental noise settled. And in that moment, the truth she's been avoiding crashes through. I took him for granted. He was actually rare. Here's what she admits to herself during this phase. And this is the hardest truth for a woman to face. I had something real, and I didn't appreciate it. I treated him like he'd always be there, and now he's gone, and I can't find what he gave me anywhere else. This realization feels like a punch to the gut because it forces her to see her own role in losing you. It's not your fault anymore. It's hers. The psychology here is called scarcity mindset. For months, she's been testing the market, and the market has shown her that men like you, men who gave her what you gave her, aren't common. They're rare, and humans value rare things exponentially more than abundant things. What she took for granted when it was available becomes precious when it's scarce. That's the shift happening in her brain between months 2 and 3. Her emotional state is a cocktail of regret, frustration, and desire to fix it. Regret because she sees what she lost. Frustration because she caused it by not valuing you. And underneath both, this growing urgency to somehow make it right, to undo the damage, to get back what she threw away. And here's her new perspective. All the things she used to criticize you for, they're suddenly attractive. Your calmness that she called emotionally distant is now grounded and mature. Your boundaries she called stubborn are now self-respect. The qualities that annoyed her when she had you are the exact qualities she's craving now that you're gone. It's the ultimate irony of human psychology. We don't see value until it's out of reach. So what does this create? Action impulses. Strong ones. She wants to reach out. She wants to text you, call you, show up in your life somehow. But here's the internal conflict. Fear of rejection. What if he's moved on? What if he doesn't want to hear from me? What if I reach out and he shuts me down? So instead of direct contact, she tests the waters, liking an old photo, sending a vague text that could be interpreted as accidental, posting something she knows you'll see. These are trial balloons, checking if the door is still open. Your timeline marker for this stage. Most women reach full realization by month 3. The exact timing varies, but the pattern is consistent. Stage 5, month 3 and beyond. Regret and reach out. By month 3, she knows what she lost. She knows she caused it, and she's deciding whether to swallow her pride and reach out. Stage 5 is month 3 and beyond, the regret and reach out phase. And this is where everything we've been talking about comes to a head. After weeks or months of internal battle, she finally breaks. She reaches out, and here's what that looks like. Hey, how have you been? Or just thought about you, or saw something that reminded me of you. These opening lines are always casual, always safe, always designed to not reveal how much she's been thinking about you. But here's the psychology behind it. She's testing. Testing if you've moved on, testing if you're still interested, testing if the door is still open. And here's what she's really saying when she sends that text. I was wrong. I miss you. I don't want to admit it directly, but I'm hoping you'll meet me halfway so I don't have to fully expose myself. She wants reconnection, but she wants you to make it easy for her. She wants to walk back in without having to explicitly acknowledge what she did wrong, so here's your strategic response. If you get that, reach out. Cool. Brief, friendly, but not eager. Hey, then good. Hope you're well. That's it. No questions, no excitement, no jumping at the opportunity, because here's what you're communicating with that response. I've moved forward. Your absence didn't destroy me. I'm fine either way. That's power. Now, here's what not to do. Don't jump back in immediately. Don't act like you've been waiting for this. Don't send paragraphs explaining how much you've missed her or how glad you are. She reached out. That validates her taking you for granted. It tells her, you were right. I was always going to be here. You can do this again. If you do that, stage 5, silent stalking and guilt you've lost. She got what she wanted. Confirmation that you're still invested without having to do any of the real work of proving she's changed. And here's the brutal truth. If someone reaches out after taking you for granted, words mean nothing. Action means everything. She needs to prove change, not just promise it. Here's the power position you need to maintain. You decide if and when to re-engage, not her. She lost that privilege when she took you for granted. If her reaching out is genuine, she'll respect your pace. If it's just ego-driven need for validation, she'll disappear when you don't give her immediate attention. Either way, you win by maintaining frame. And here's the other scenario. What if you're genuinely over it? Then your response is simple, honest, and final. I appreciate you reaching out. I've moved forward and I'm in a good place. I wish you well. No anger, no bitterness, just closure. That's the ultimate power move because it shows you've actually let go. You're not playing games. You're just done. Now, if you do consider coming back, understand this. The timeline doesn't obligate you to anything. Her regret doesn't create your responsibility. Some women take 6 months. Some take a year. Some never reach out at all, and that's the timeline reality you need to accept. Don't wait around for it. Live your life like she's never coming back, and if she does, you'll be in a position of genuine strength to decide what you, the timeline summary empower truth, want. So, let's bring this together. Week 1, she doesn't notice. Weeks 2 and 3, curiosity kicks in. Months 1 and 2, she's comparing everyone to you. Months 2 and 3, the full realization hits. And month 3 and beyond, the regret arrives. And if she reaches out, you hold the power. Here's the core principle you need to remember. High-value men become more valuable in their absence. The silence works because it forces her to feel what she took for granted. Your job isn't to wait around hoping she realizes. Your job is to move forward like she never will. And if she does, you're in a position of strength to decide what you actually want. And here's the power truth. Whether she realizes it or not, you are the prize. Her realization is her journey to take. Your journey is becoming so focused on your own growth and purpose that her validation becomes irrelevant. That's when you've truly won. So, I want to hear from you. Have you walked away from someone who took you for granted? What stage are they in right now based on this timeline? Drop your experience in the comments. I'll be reading and engaging with every single one. And if this helped you understand the psychology behind it all, hit that subscribe button because we're just getting started. You deserve respect, not to be taken for granted. Remember this, the man who walks away from being taken for granted becomes unforgettable. Be that man.